Right now, somewhere in your body, a cell is dividing wrong. It happens every single day, thousands of times. Your body is constantly producing small mutations, tiny errors in the code, and most of the time, you never feel a thing because something inside you quietly hunts those cells down and destroys them before they ever become a problem. But here's the part you most definitely never knew. Your ancient ancestors, same people who had no hospitals, no chemotherapy, no MRI machines, they did this far better than you do today. And the question that researchers have spent decades trying to answer is not just how, it is why we lost that life-saving ability. Cancer is not a modern discovery, it is ancient. Paleontologist Ronno Randolph Quinney and his team discovered a malignant bone tumor in a 1.7 million year old hominin fossil found in South Africa, meaning cancer was with us before we even became fully human, before language, before fire, before the first stone tool was shaped by a deliberate hand. And yet, for most of that time, it rarely won. Think about that. Your ancestors lived in environments so hostile that the average life expectancy was brutally short. Predators, infections, injury, famine, and on top of all that, cancer. And they survived it over and over and over again with nothing but their own biology. So what happened? The first thing to understand is that your immune system is not just a defense against viruses, it is a surveillance network. Inside your body right now, a class of cells called natural killer cells, NK cells, are patrolling constantly. They are looking for anything that looks wrong. Any cell that stops displaying the right protein signals, any cell that starts growing in ways it should not. And when they find one, they destroy it. No hesitation, no negotiation. Ancient humans had this system running too in overdrive. Researchers Mel Greaves at the Institute of Cancer Research in London has argued for years that the modern cancer epidemic is about a fundamental mismatch between the environment our immune systems were built for and the environment we currently live in. That mismatch, he argues, is the engine behind our vulnerability. Here's what that means in practice. Your ancient ancestors lived in constant low-grade physical stress. They walked enormous distances daily. They slept on the ground. They were exposed to sunlight, cold, heat, infection, and every one of those stressors was a signal to the body to stay sharp. The immune system was never idle. It was always fighting something, always tuned to maximum sensitivity, and that constant vigilance meant that when a rogue cancer cell appeared, the system was already primed to catch it. Your immune system today is not lazy, it is confused and exhausted. A quick one here, guys, if you've stayed to this point and you find value in this channel and are really enjoying the video, quickly tap the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen and also leave a like if you would love to keep seeing more contents like this. We're trying to build a community here and the goal is 1,000 subscribers in 60 days, so every new subscriber really helps and encourages us. With that being said, let's get right back to the discovery. Now let's take a step back for a moment and consider what a cancer cell actually needs to survive. It needs to hide. It needs to disguise itself well enough that your immune cells pass right by it. And the terrifying thing is, it is very good at this. Cancer cells learn through mutation to wear the right masks, to look just normal enough to whisper to the immune system, nothing to see here. In an ancient body running at full immune intensity, that disguise rarely held. There was not enough biological slack for the deception to work. The NK cells, the T cells, the macrophages, they were too aggressive, too sensitized by constant real-world threats to be fooled by a cell wearing a mask. Your ancestors beat cancer not with medicine, but by living in a way that kept the immune system razor sharp. Constant movement, real food, natural light, microbial exposure. Every stressor was a signal to stay vigilant. Today, processed food floods your body with signals it was never built to read. Chronic stress keeps cortisol high, and cortisol, as immunologist Esther Sternberg documented, directly suppresses cancer surveillance. Artificial light slashes melatonin. Sedentary lives leave the hunter idle. A 2021 Nature Reviews cancer study found modern inflammatory diets alone suppress NK cell activity just enough for a disguised cancer cell to slip through. So right now, somewhere in your body, a cell is dividing wrong. The same mutation your ancestors faced 1.7 million years ago. But the hunter they relied on is now working with one hand tied behind its back and legally blind. Ancient humans never had a cure for cancer. It was a way of living. And somewhere between then and now, we quietly stopped living it.